It was a perfect day to explore Lake Wanasink Lake. Bill called it picture perfect.
You know, George, nature photography requires skill, patience, and timing. Remember, George, to cross a log, you need exact foot placement and a keen sense of balance. Those are tadpoles, George. A common form of pond life. I guess a city kid like you never sees any real wildlife, huh? Hey, why don't we take some back home and observe their growth? While collecting tadpoles, both proper net control and collecting jar placement are crucial. Hey, how'd you like to look after them for me? Do the tadpoles like the lettuce I boiled for them? Now remember, I want you to watch them closely for me. They do some amazing things as they grow. Keep them safe in that bowl, and they should be just fine.
And so on that gloriously sunny day, George became the proud caretaker of a bowl full of tadpoles. The tadpole's bowl was small. George thought they deserved to stretch their, well, whatever a tadpole stretches, and decided to let them enjoy a quick swim in the lagoon while he went to get their lunch. Where could the tadpoles be? What would he tell Bill?
Hey, George! Lagoon exploration is fascinating, isn't it? Oh, by the way, how are my tadpoles doing? See you soon!
Time to go back to the city, George.
George hoped the tadpoles would be okay without a monkey to feed or protect them.
George! Look, my caterpillar is in its pupa stage. I bet kids like you never see that in the city, huh? Hey, have my tadpoles done anything amazing yet?
Weeks went by before George returned to the lake. George still couldn't find the tadpoles, but they had to be in the lagoon. Unless they'd swum into the lake. But the lake was much too big for a little monkey to swim around.
What you doing there, George? Checking the water level or washing your hair? Oh, yeah, there's a lot of fish in the waters around here. Trout, salmon, haddock. What? Oh, of course you can borrow it. My gear is your gear.
Instead of a blur, George now saw an exciting underwater world. He couldn't believe his eyes. Had he finally found his tadpoles?
Just how big is this fish you're after, George? Well, you might as well be hunting for tadpoles. There you go, try this one.
George knew nothing about water beetles, except that they couldn't help him find his tadpoles. Now, this was a strange creature. It looked like a tadpole, sort of. Swam like a tadpole, kind of. But it had legs, almost no tail. Not like a tadpole.
Hey, George. My tadpoles aren't giving you any problems, are they?
Oh!
Good. Bring them over sometime for a visit, okay?
George knew that someday he'd have to tell Bill he'd lost the tadpoles. And he knew he might never see his little friends again. Back in the city, George tried to take his mind off the tadpoles. It wasn't easy. George couldn't believe it. That odd little creature was one of his tadpoles, and he let it go.
But George, we just visited the lake. We'll go back next month.
Bill said the tadpoles would grow up in amazing ways, but how much would they grow in a whole month? And into what?
George, we've been looking all over for you. You got like 800 pounds of boiled lettuce.
Now George really had to get back to the lake. But it was weeks before he could go. Luckily, George didn't see any signs of jumbo tadpoles. But he couldn't find his friends either. These loud frogs probably scared the tadpoles away. It was time for George to tell Bill he'd lost the tadpoles.
Hey, George. That was a good idea to release my tadpoles into their natural habitat. How'd you like watching them grow into frogs? Pretty neat, huh? Uh-huh. Just like my caterpillar changed into a butterfly. See?
The tadpoles were right here all the time. They had just been, well, growing up.
Smile, George!
Before long, George thought the frogs were even more fun than the tadpoles. Well, most of the time.